welcome back to the show, Everything Under the Sun, where we talk about everything under the sun.
Yay!
Lovely.
Yeah, as you can see, or not see if you're on Spotify, that is, we're at home. We are
Social
within
distancing.
the confines of our own rooms.
Being socially responsible citizens of Malaysia.
Yeah, because, I mean, man, it's MCO again.
Dude, to think, right, we started this podcast when it was MCO, and then it wasn't MCO,
Yeah,
and now it's MCO again.
yeah.
Like, when will this end? I don't know when this will end. So frustrating.
It's our third MCO versary.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
Yeah.
Boo!
Dude.
Hopefully we're going to
Dude,
do
it's
this only
kinda-
like for a few times lah.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But I mean, you never know where things are gonna go, you know?
Yeah, man.
'Cause with the rate of everything, with the rate of the vaccines that are rolling out and everything,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be too certain lah. Yeah.
True.
But I thought I think someone posted like the second batch of
Oh yeah.
AstraZeneca.
AstraZeneca.
Yeah, is out,
I think
right?
it's coming out next week. I think by the time this episode goes up, oh yeah, I think it will be that week. Yeah, the same week that this episode goes up. But I mean, you never know when things gonna happen anymore.
True.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yo, but sian lah,
Wow.
MCO again. Very
Yeah.
sian, eh.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is lah.
Yeah. Can't complain.
How have y'all been? How have y'all been doing?
I mean, it's final season. So I haven't been
Oh.
doing great. Just saying. It's
Yeah.
been tough. Especially because it's MCO.
Yeah.
And
Right.
yeah, it's not fun. Not fun at all.
How about you, Adrian? How you doing?
For me, I am occupied with assignments and work. So I'm still fine, and then sometimes I reward myself by playing games. So I think MCO 3.0 for me is still bearable, still somewhat bearable.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think for me, right, man, it feels like a replay of last year. You
Right.
know? Cause like, oh man, like I was in school last year as well, and I'm in school now again, and it's all online also. Then it's like, you know, oh man, when is it gonna end? You know, when can I like go on campus and like, you know,
Make friends.
make actual friends?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like not just like voices in my earphones and my AirPods. You know.
Dude, I find it
Like-
so hard to make friends online. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I appreciate that my lecturers, right? They like some of them. They actually like ask us to. They got like group activities for us where we in our tutorial groups lah. When we have to like, you know, upload a picture of us and like describe a few things about us and all that.
That's nice.
I mean that helps lah. But
Yeah.
then like I feel nothing beats like face to face interaction. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. For me, right, I find it way easier. Maybe because of my personality lah. But I find it way
Right.
easier to make friends online because you're just hearing each other's voices. Like you don't
Not
need
seeing
to
face.
see their face, and
I
then you can.
cannot,
How
eh.
is it easier?
I have to.
I find it
I have
easier.
to talk.
Like
I have to talk to a face, bro. I cannot.
I think
cannot.
doing assignments, like when we do assignments, right? You just talk only, and then only until presentation, then they see your face.
Oh yeah.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think we can dive into the topic for today, which is kind of related
Yeah.
to the whole MCO season that we're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I think we got this from a New York Times article,
Yeah.
and it's pretty interesting lah. Like I mean, I first saw it on Instagram.
Mhm.
Then I was like, oh, this is a pretty cool like topic. I mean, not at that time I didn't think of like talking about it on a podcast. I just thought about like, oh, I mean, like, you know, I relate to it. So, yeah, I mean, why not just, you know, talk about it? And then when I did further research on the article and everything that the writer wrote, right, I was like, whoa, that's me.
That's you.
You know, that's exactly what I'm going through. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, without further ado, the topic it's called. I mean, not really a topic. The title.
The word of the day.
Or yeah, the word of the day.
Word of the day.
Gosh,
word of the year.
Yeah. Word of the past 2 years.
Yes.
I guess.
Word of the season.
Word of the season. Yeah.
Okay, what's the word?
You wanna introduce it?
The word is languish.
It's languishing.
Languishing.
It's languishing.
Yeah.
Ding ding ding
Oh.
ding.
Yeah.
Languishing.
$1 million word. Okay, so
Yeah, man.
what is languishing? I don't know. I feel like for me, I think we can go through the actual definition first. So
yeah.
I think
I think
yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So I'm looking at the article now,
Yeah.
and the writer described languishing as a sense of stagnation and emptiness. It feels as if you're muddling through your days, looking at your life through a foggy windshield, and it might be the dominant emotion of 2021. Which is when I read this, right, I was like blown away. I was like, whoa, he read my mind. Cause okay, what was going through my head when I first saw this, right, was like, isn't it better in the States or like wherever this article is being written? Because right, if you think about it, they're already getting like vaccine rollouts already. Like a lot of people are getting vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like this and that is happening, and then things are slowly getting back to normal over there.
Yeah.
You know.
It's true.
But whereas in Malaysia, we're like back to square one. You know.
Yeah.
MCO last year. MCO again this year, you know? It feels like the same year over
Yeah,
and over again.
I feel like in Malaysia especially, it's getting more and more serious. Like, in other countries, definitely in the West, it has cooled down a bit. But I guess in Asian countries, we're seeing like spikes all around. So that's not good. But I guess for languishing, for me, when I read the article or when I read the the definition for it, I feel like it's you know, the word that we normally use for languishing is called sian. Like for me, it's like the sian kind of feeling. And like I didn't know there was an actual word for it, like languishing. So chim, right? But I guess
yeah. I think that's the Guaylo term for sian. You know.
How are you feeling today, bro? I'm languishing.
I'm languishing. But in Malaysia we say sian.
Them sian, bro. Sians. But yeah.
Yeah, man.
I guess I don't know. Have you all experienced it before? I feel like for me, like the article is super relatable. I think we put the link down below or something. But it's super relatable because it's sort of like it's been our mood, like my mood personally, since the first MCO and since everything went to like I don't know, staying at home and everything. MCO lah, just basically. Right? Sian. The feeling is just like I don't know how else to describe it. It's just a sian feeling. And I guess I'm pretty sure all of you have similar experiences with it.
Yeah. I feel like I said before, right? Like we're back to square one. It's like nothing has changed. Things have only gotten worse since last year, and I honestly, I don't know how I feel about it but then it is what it is sometimes. Yeah. What about you, Adrian? What does languishing look like to you?
Languish. I mean, I'm looking at the first sentence of the definition. It's like it's a sense of stagnation and emptiness. I mean, like this is the main sentence that really like caught my eye. Cause like
stagnation.
I don't know. Cause for me, looking at how the situation is now in Malaysia, it's kind of wonky for my future, you know.
Wonky.
Cause like whenever MCO, like the first ever MCO, I didn't really thought of it that much, cause you know it's like MCO will be over soon one right?
Yeah, we thought it would be over in like 2 weeks.
Let's just talk about it cause like for I remember back when I was in college, right, and then there was the first MCO was announced. Then that time I think we were still like studying for A-levels and we're waiting for exams. So initially I just told my friends like, oh, see you in 2 weeks, just like a 2-week holiday, that kind of thing. Then 2 weeks became like 3 months, bro, and by then A-levels had been cancelled and I don't even know what I was gonna do with my life, you know. So it's like crazy, man. Like I don't know. if a person can go through that and not feel sian, then I also don't know lah. Crazy.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, cause then yeah, the second MCO came, which is around which was around October, and then I start to think lah, like, shit, what am I gonna do in the future? You know, after I graduate, if like this kind of thing keeps happening. So like, I kind of lost motivation to do what I used to do, cause like I don't see a point, like
definitely
in that short span of time lah. I don't see a point.
True.
Working so hard, right?
Yeah.
And then not being able to show my workmanship and my craft. And then I was like, then study for what? And like I actually told my parents, if you all really cannot like financially support, I don't mind dropping out and just be a full-time streamer.
Streamer?
But yeah, like go fully into content creating lah. But I don't know, man. I'm still here believing.
Honestly, right? It's not a bad career prospect, you know. Like I feel like recently, cause like everything's been so like digitalized and everything.
Yeah,
like, even advertising agencies are going out of business, cause like brands prefer to work with like YouTubers and people who create content.
Sure.
Cause mainly cause like they're mainly cause like the costs are cheaper and whatnot, right?
Yeah, and like the what do you call that? Will you consider it stigma? Not really stigma also, but like the POV of like our parents' generation, like how they view content creator is like, you all do YouTube. I mean, yes, it does take long to you know get out there.
Yeah.
But they don't really see how useful, and how like how you're like sort of promoting yourself kind of thing lah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Which is something like I'm trying to get them to understand also.
It's personal branding, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a pretty off tangent, thing. But if y'all want to, listen more about that kind of thing, you can hit us up. I mean, you can just watch our previous
Struggles
episode.
in the middle.
Struggles in the middle.
Dude, I was just about to say that, man. Like legit. I was just about to be like, for more of our views on this subject matter, please watch our previous podcast episode 15. But
yeah, we got two pretty cool guests over there. So yeah, you can check it out. We'll leave it in the link in the description. But yeah, I think
let's go back
something else that caught but I digress. Back to this, I think something else that caught my eye was like there's this paragraph that said that so this psychologist was like doing research, right? And he said that he suggests that the people most likely to experience major depression and anxiety disorders in the next decade aren't the ones with those symptoms today. They're the people who are languishing right now, you know?
Yeah.
And apparently there's some evidence of it in Italy that shows that those who were languishing in 2020 were 3 times more likely than their peers to be diagnosed with PTSD. So it's, I mean, from this article, it's pretty serious, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like looking at it from this point of view, it feels more than just sian, you know? It feels like, you know, it feels like, you know, you're going nowhere, you're like stuck in a hole or something, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I think something else that caught my eye was that, I mean, which is the following paragraph. It says, part of the danger is that when you're languishing, you might not notice the dulling of delight or the dwindling of drive. You don't catch yourself slipping slowly into solitude. You're indifferent to your indifference. And when you can't see your own suffering, you don't seek help or even do much to help yourself.
Yeah, I guess it's more. I think it's more subtle in the sense where it's very easy for a normal person to just fall back into this state or fall back into this pattern I would say, right? It's difficult. It's more difficult to notice and it could lead to something more as the article suggests, right?
Yeah.
I think let's just draw a few comparisons lah. Like, what was life like before and after? You know, after.
Yeah.
I mean, not really after, but like during. You know.
Yeah, during.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one thing that I miss, like pre-pandemic, is really the routine. You know, the physically stimulating routine, because like, me and Eddie will walk to school. You know, we'll take the.
I miss college,
we'll
man.
take the bus. We'll take the
not a bus, the train, LRT. Yeah.
We'll take the train, and then we'll walk to school, and then like, it just felt like you're going somewhere, you know. And then, I guess, like the location of our college was in KL, and it felt more productive to be in a productive place.
Sort of like, I don't know. For me lah, it's sort of like, there's just so much life around you in the sense where it's just like you're in the city lah, right? And I enjoyed the whole school environment, like what Isaac said about walking to school and everything. Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that, and especially the community, like just going around, meeting your friends in school, just hanging out, chilling, and it's very different in person lah, you know. And I feel like I've been lacking that kind of in person sort of contact or connection in the past year, that kind of thing. It's so different doing it online, like. I don't know. I really can't.
I don't think I've hugged a person since 2020.
That's sad.
You know?
Really?
Is that kind of feeling?
The next time we come over, we give you hugs. No homo.
Never hug your mother.
I probably hug my family lah, but like as in my friends, right? I don't think I've like touched them in. Oh my god, that sounds so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Take that back.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Like what are hugs anymore?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Times are so different now, and to think that I don't know. It feels like I don't remember. I don't want to say I don't remember lah, but I can't imagine how times were like back then. And we're talking about life returning to normal and everything, but I feel like to a certain extent it would never go back to the way it was lah. And I sort of feel for the younger kids nowadays, especially looking at my sister. Man, she was just standard 1 last year, and she didn't even go to school for like the majority of a standard 1 life, you know. And like at least we had a proper childhood kind of thingy, but like for us, like our tertiary education experience being robbed already lah by the pandemic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But
and even like even for my cousins, right? Like, dude, they're I think my youngest cousin, she's 7.
Yeah.
And she's never stepped foot into school before, you know. I think.
Huh?
Like, cause she started during the pandemic. Like, she started standard 1 like this year, I think.
I see.
And then because of that, I don't think she's. Oh no! She has been, like, when things started clearing up and the MOE decided to like
open school,
get them into school. Yeah. But then her first day of school was spent at home, you know. Like, that's the kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a sense, you know, I mean, their primary school education, like their first years of school, essentially, it's been robbed lah, cause like, you know.
Yeah.
Because of the pandies. You know. But.
Yeah, Adrian, you're gonna say something just now?
No lah. I was about to say I really pity the generation after our generation, if it makes sense. Cause
the coronials, as people are saying.
The coronials.
Yeah.
Cause like if you think about it, when we were younger, right, community played such a big part into building our personality, into like how to say it's like we will know what we want because of the community we are in, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
So like
we knew. I think just adding on that, like, we knew what we liked and what we didn't like as a kid, like based on the people we hung out with, you know.
Yeah. It's true lah.
So like I don't know. I feel like I pity. I don't know, man. I scared they come out from this pandemic are like super introverted and like not being able to socialize.
I won't be surprised lah. Not gonna.
I feel like they won't be super introverted, because I feel like even my cousins, right, as closed off as they are from the outside world, they still like try and find ways to communicate, which is good. And I mean, it's a good thing to have, but then I feel like they will learn to connect. It's just in a different way, you know.
Definitely. Kids nowadays they
Yeah.
connect through the internet and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess like
I don't know,
what I was saying lah. Okay, go ahead.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Go.
I know. I just wanted to share lah. Like the main part that was like that affected me because of COVID, I would say is the community I was in lah. Cause I mean last time I love hanging around with people, and you know lah, with like every Saturday Sunday, like you know Saturday we have church, and on Sunday we have church also, and like like Saturday nights, you know, you memang go out dinner with friends, then Sunday sometimes lunch, you know, service after service, and that you go out. It's like you have something to look forward to every weekend,
Right.
and like you know, for some instance, like some Friday nights or any weekday lah, like you just want to go out, you have something to look forward to ma.
Yeah.
But like now you're just like, oh yeah,
You don't even
another
know
Zoom
you
call
don't
lah.
even know what to do.
Sure.
Sian lah.
Yeah. Or like, oh,
Yeah.
later this at this time, this date, need to join Discord voice channel to just socialize. Oh, cool. I rather just watch YouTube by myself. That kind of thing, like, you know.
Sometimes, So I feel you, bro. Like sometimes, like when people want to meet up or like have like a Zoom call or something, right? I'm like, do I really have to do this?
Zoom fatigue already, bro. Zoom fatigue, man.
I mean, Discord or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. I think, I don't know. I think it won't go back. Like, if let's say MCO were to really end, when June 7 June 7 or whenever lah. I don't think it would be like last time, you know, where everyone was not wearing mask, and then
won't already lah, bro.
You know,
won't already.
yeah, everybody would just
I think
be like,
I think when I go out now, right, if I don't wear mask, right, my face feels damn naked, right, you know. Like I have to have something on my face, you know.
Yeah.
Something covering my nose and my mouth.
Right.
I was looking at this meme, right? TikTok actually, they say like, if we go like, if next few years Corona dies down and then we don't need to wear masks, and then our mouths will just be doing weird gestures because we are so used to not letting other people see what we do under the mask with our mouths.
Right.
So funny.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's
man.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Eddie, you were saying.
No. I wanted to just say like I think it's cause back then we had sort of a routine like what Isaac said about school and everything. We walk to school, walk back from school, and we sort of know what to expect lah. But I feel like the reason why we're so sian now is cause our life is just being reduced to like staying at home, and then online classes and everything. Yeah, it's just like I don't know how to say it, but sian. Yeah. Super sian, man.
Yeah. I think just going back to the article, right? It introduces the problem. I love this part about it. It introduces the problem, but then it also provides a solution to it.
Right.
It says, so like, I mean, they phrase it very nicely lah. So so they call it an antidote to languishing, which is, you know, pretty cheesy, pretty cool. But I mean, I guess it works.
How to be not sian.
How to not be sian, I guess.
Yeah.
So it says that we have to introduce a concept of flow.
Right.
You know, and it said that it may be an antidote, like it may be, so it's not like proven, but it kind of is theorized to work, you know, by scientists and smart guys. And if smart guys think so, I hope so. So yeah. So basically they described flow as an elusive state of absorption in a meaningful challenge or a momentary bond, where your sense of time, place, and self melts away. So yeah,
super cheap. Let's break it down.
To put it in more like simple terms.
Right.
It basically means like, you know, finding new challenges and new enjoyable experiences. You know, I guess
it's just
I
like
guess
finding.
now that we're
Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
No,
You thought.
I just wanted to say like it's more like finding the motivation, that we used to have, and finding just the love of life that we used to have. I guess, just to put it simply.
Yeah.
Because
Definitely.
a lot of us, I
Definitely.
feel like we've lost. Okay, I wouldn't say the passion to live lah, cause that sounds a bit depressing lah. And I don't think we're all in that state. It's more like we're in the. I don't know. Like I feel like the article also it says like, languishing is sort of like the neglected middle child. Like it's sort of in the middle, that kind of thing. Like in the middle between like, a person who's doing super well. Like I think they use the word flourishing or something like that. Right? That's the opposite of languishing. A person who is like, determined and driven and passionate and whatever. That was us back then, right? And then there's the other part of the spectrum where a person is like depressed, like hopeless, and they have lost the hope in life lah. So languishing is sort of like in the middle, and I guess right now it's about us trying to find, like what the article says, the flow, or I don't know, a reason for us to like change our perspective and change our mood, I guess, back to the flourishing side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I love that they like provide a lot of like practical steps that you can do.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
like like they say, give yourself some uninterrupted time, and you know, just getting stuff done. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I mean, it's the least we can do to feel a bit more productive lah. Cause I feel like recently, cause I've just started classes and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more productive in a sense, because before that I was just like lying on my ass, you know, like watching Netflix, doing this and that, and then like I was just basically doing nothing. So like I think it's also, speaking from experience, it is important to have a sense of progress, you know,
Right.
to find a motivation to do something, you know, motivation to live, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah lah, and I always think that it's important to have a structure in life lah, that kind of thing. Because I don't know, like for me, without schedules or without routines or without like structures or things that's in place, then sometimes you get a bit, when you're too free, it's not good also lah, you know. It's sort of like your first week of sem break and everything. Yeah, you might be very happy because like you're free from school and you have no work and everything, right? But then you get to week 2 and week 3, damn sian, bro. Like, you know the feeling when you just like finish watching a movie or stuff like that, or finish watching 3 movies within a day, and you just sit there and like, what am I doing in my life? I don't even know what I want to do anymore. You know that feeling? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's just very important for, I mean, there's no like, as usual, there's no magic bullet to solve this kind of thing. Like sure, there's like,
there's no one size fits all.
There's no one size fits all. There's like the main guideline, which like the article gives as, I think there's one more, right? But it talks about flow first, like what Isaiah said. I guess that's up to us to like craft a solution for ourselves, like individually.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, and
I think also like the attitude and the outlook we have on life has to change also. Like, because we can't just live life every day and think like, oh, the world's ending, you know, COVID's gonna take over everything. You know, we're all gonna die in the end anyway. Cause I mean, I used to think that way, and honestly, it was pretty shit lah. Like, it doesn't really help. So I guess it's times like these that we need to stay optimistic and hopeful that things will turn around for better, you know?
Yeah. And I get
so
yeah. Do you have any other practical tips to give our listeners?
I guess you can call like closing thoughts, right? I think for me one thing I want like the viewers to catch, or the viewers to take back is I think bigger friend groups doesn't always mean you are more popular. Where am I going with this? Bigger friend groups doesn't mean that everyone
likes you.
will always talk to you. Doesn't mean just because you have a bigger friend group, then don't think that everyone is gonna come and check up on you and this or that, and that's why they say the smaller the friend group the better, right?
Yeah.
I mean, last time when we were younger, we definitely our mindset, our maturity, our goal of being in a community is way different compared to now, right?
Yeah.
And I think just having at least 2 or 3 friends to talk to, it really helps just for you to vent out your emotions. Don't always keep them in yourself, cause it's very, very unhealthy. And I think that like what Isaac say, don't always just sit, don't always wake up and sit on your bed and think that what's the purpose, I'm doing this every day, the same routine. I wake up, I brush teeth, watch video, lunch, this, that, same routine day in, day out because of MCO. I think just don't think for the short term, but just think, just look at the bigger picture, and just continue to work hard and just work towards your goal, cause Corona can't be here forever, man. Trust me, sooner or later it's just gonna kapoof,
Yeah.
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 I mean, in retrospect, COVID will just be a few years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years or 1 year?
Yeah.
One
2
year.
years, 2 years.
Not
2 years.
okay,
2
not
years.
fully 2 years
2
lah.
years.
We're entering our second
If
year.
you count the year it was discovered, 3 years.
Yeah, it's got November 2019 lah. So it's not yet. Almost 1.5 years?
Oh yeah.
1.5 years. Yeah. But
Yeah.
Okay, wait,
so
just a plug. For more of our thoughts on our
I
friends
guess,
and our views on them, you can watch
to
episode 2
close, it is what it is.
of our podcast
but
series. Where we talk about
always
friends.
believe that you can do better and always be hopeful, because
Yes.
it doesn't because when you're languishing and you're just feeling yourself as self-loathing and depreciating thoughts, it doesn't help lah. It's very self-destructive. So surround yourself with people who are optimistic and people who have who's the glass, surround yourself with people who think the glass is half full rather than half empty, people who are optimistic lah, basically. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if you're languishing. You can languish with us.
Yeah.
Feel free
to reach out to us. And DM us on Instagram. We'll be here.
Yeah, we're here to hear you out.
Yeah, and
that rhymed.
Yeah, and I guess that I guess it's a social norm lah. This term languishing and how people are feeling about it. So like what Isaac and Adrian say, we're better together and we always need each other. So it's in these times that we really need to support each other more lah. Yeah, regardless.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So I guess that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Do like and subscribe. You can follow us on Instagram at everythingunderthesun.mp4.
Instagram.
And you can follow us or listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well.